Let's just start off with something crazy.
Something crazy?
Yeah, just so
You want to talk about our movie idea?
people just look in.
You're the film guy. I mean,
What movie?
yesterday when we were walking, an idea for a new film.
Oh, the time traveling one.
Yeah. Or not time traveling. Yeah, you're not a fan.
Just the idea of like going into the future and seeing like who failed and not. Or
Dude,
not.
isn't this exciting?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the movie is we grow old and some people are successful and some people could have been, and they see them, and then they recognize the life that they made, and they could have been like their friends who made it. And it's like, well, if I, if I worked just as hard as they did, or if I took the opportunities that they had, then I could have been at their like level.
Yeah.
And then they find a time machine or something, and then they go back in time to fix it. But even though they saw all that, they still didn't take action.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a depressing ending.
Yeah.
But I was thinking maybe, that concept of like when you're in elementary, I don't know if they did this at your elementary school, but they have some guy come who used to be in a gang. Did they do that to you?
I was in the gang, bro. No, I was good.
No. But did they do this to you?
No. What?
Wait, for real?
What school were you?
No. They had a guy. I remember he was like a Mexican guy.
Elementary
He was
school?
kind of bald. Yeah, this was like 4th grade. He came in and then we had a whole assembly thing. And
the whole movie.
he would do a presentation, and he basically, his job was to scare everyone to not do drugs or join a gang.
I feel like he's probably an actor. I don't know if he's actually.
I don't know, dude, but he seemed, like he was in prison.
He's like, "What's up, S?"
No.
That.
But it's kind of crazy. But I remember him saying like, yeah, I was driving a car one time, and then we were like in a gang, and then somebody had a shotgun and shot his windshield.
Oh.
And then the windshield glass like went into his eye and blinded one of his eyes.
Yeah.
They taught us this when we were in like 4th grade.
He's like,
And it just stuck with me. And I'm like, damn, you really could scare somebody to like make the right decision, especially kids.
Yeah,
I was just thinking like, that guy joined a gang, now he has no left eye. Like it's just, I'm not trying to be blind,
So,
like Stevie Wonder.
Did anyone?
But I feel like that's where I was going with the time machine,
What?
Scare these people straight, the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Basically like a lesson on delayed gratification, except make it futuristic with time machines.
Yeah.
Kind of like that gang guy.
Well, I'm just saying
Gang.
Yeah, I'm just saying like, even though like people travel back in time, they still don't act on it.
Yeah.
It's because like, I feel like people already know what life is already set out for them if they keep chasing the path that they're on. If they stay on the path that they're on, it's like, they'll start a family, they'll, this and that, but at the same time, they get that, but maybe they're sacrificing like what they really want from life. They're like chasing comfortability rather than, choosing the more difficult path that could, that could live it'll be a more difficult life in the beginning, but it'll be a more fulfilling life later down the road.
Yeah. Building their dream life, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Because I saw what, my parents coming home from their jobs, and they look really just exhausted all the time and not happy with their lives. And I feel like I just didn't want to go down that path. Not saying that you can't build a good life with it, but I just knew that I had to do something bigger and put myself out there and take, just take advantage of the privilege that, that I have.
I feel like that lifestyle is more so just operating on survival mode. Like, I feel like a lot of immigrants go through this where they're basically not even really in touch with their passions or hobbies. Because it's just, after you survive, it's time to like feed the kids and rest. Yeah. And that's kind of it.
And like, I think we owe it to our parents too, because they had dreams.
Yeah.
Right. You know, like maybe we don't know. Like maybe my dad.
We should ask our parents. Hey, what
I
was
know
your dream when you were a
exactly.
kid?
Exactly. I
This
don't
type
know.
of stuff we never ask our immigrant parents.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We don't. They had dreams, but you know, they had to survive and give up all of that. And now that we don't have, you know, we're not really. I mean, we're struggling to survive, but not as like as bad as they are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, like I don't know. Maybe my dad wanted to be a singer or something.
It's possible.
Something crazy. I don't know. He'd be singing sometimes.
Next time we interview my parents, might ask them.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Hey, when you were a teenager, what was your dream?
Yeah, maybe because like you know maybe our parents were like really talented at something when they were younger.
Yeah.
But it was like school was just a lot safer.
Mm-hmm. So, like they had no. I heard this one guy say that his goal as a parent was to basically just expose his kids to things and then see what lights them up, and then just try to like fan that flame of whatever. Like if they're interested in films, they'd be like, "Oh, I can get you a camera. You know, you could create a film, like anything like that." And I feel like if you're in an environment that doesn't treat you like that, then flames could just come and go, and you're like, "Oh, that's not for me."
Exactly.
Like even if I was interested in that, you know, this is the expectation of me. So
Yeah.
that's funny. That's one of the things I wrote in my email actually. There's so many talented people who aren't in the environments or conditions to actually express their talents.
Yeah.
And it just goes to waste. There's like plenty of people who want to do good, plenty of people who need help. And then there's just like a huge, people who want to do good but can't actually express that.
Yeah.
Because survival mode, again, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Exactly. You know, and I feel like not enough people take advantage of, you know, like I said, like the privilege to be able to chase after a dream. You know.
Dude, should we talk about AI?
What about it?
I wrote something down that you said yesterday.
Yeah.
You have to truly believe into what you're putting into AI.
Yeah. Well, you know, you could put like what you're passionate about and like certain ideas you have into AI. It'll spit out like, you know, the most wonderful thing. Like
It really will.
this is like your purpose, and you know, it's like this is what you were meant for. You know, like yes, it sounds good, you know, on paper and stuff, but do you actually believe it? Like, because it's like feeding your ego, right? It's like, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
You know? But are you actually...
That's funny. I never thought of it that way. It's like telling you a version of yourself that you wish you were.
Exactly, right? But it's making it seem like that you're already that person, you know? And it's like, but are you living the life that, you know, that you want to be? And like, you know, you could tell the AI you go to the gym 5 times a week. And it's like you're an amazing bodybuilder.
No, that's true.
But you're like, hey, you're half-assing your workouts. That's not really the truth.
It only has the information you give it. It's so funny because we do this as people, I feel like, to each other all the time.
Yeah.
You like leave out the information that makes you look worse. If you do that to your AI, I mean, it's also not getting the other information that you conveniently leave out of it.
And like, especially like building a business, you know, it's like, you're like, oh, I want to build a really good mission statement. Here's what I want, right? And it spits it out. It says like, you want to change the world. And it's like, I want to change the world, but you know, you're fucking sleeping late. You're not eating right. You're not working out.
Like, get the basics down.
You can't even change yourself. How do you expect to change the world? So you have to believe like more than what the AI like gives you, you know? Like you really have to be that person that's actually living like what it's saying. So, and just being true about yourself. But I mean, it could help motivate you. It's like, that's the person that I want to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially like they give me a 12-month plan to get to that point.
Yeah, exactly.
I can literally tell you every week what you need to focus on.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for people, I feel like, to break. That's one of the things I feel like it's so good on is there's this concept. This is a real estate guy who has the podcast Bigger Pockets. I like this acronym he has. It's called MINS. It's called, Yeah, MINS, most important next step. And I feel like AI is so good at that because you could have all these dreams and visions, but just to be able to go to and be like, okay, I got 4 hours right now.
Yeah.
That's my vision. What exactly can I do in the next 4 hours? And then it might just be like, get these 3 tasks done. But people don't use it that way. I mean, some people do, but yeah, people try to never outsource the vision. That was the other quote from yesterday. Never outsource the vision. Like it has to come from you.
Yeah.
It can help you refine it because, I mean, we're complicated and creative, especially I feel like creative people with so many ideas. I feel like it could help focus and refine what your vision is. But it still has to come from you and, be connected to like your actual story. Not just what the AI was trained on.
I know, don't let it write your story. Like,
that's another good one right there.
Yeah.
Hey, don't let AI write your story.
Exactly. You know, it can help guide you, like, but you know, don't let it. Because I feel like, you know, it doesn't always tell the truth. So you might be living a lie. You know, if it keeps telling you the vision, if it keeps telling you the purpose.
Yeah. It's so funny because I don't know if you've seen this, but apparently there's like some news stories about people thinking AI is like God. Have you seen this?
No,
they're
that
like,
is crazy.
Yeah, because it knows all the answers and stuff. You know, it can answer any question. There's people treating it like their boyfriend or girlfriend, and then there's also people thinking it's God. And it's like, oh, God is here. Finally, can answer any question I have. Like, and it's just funny because in a time where like people are looking for something like purpose or meaning, something that seems to know all the answers is going to be appealing to people who want to outsource the difficult part of the vision and the mission and stuff.
Actually, I want to like challenge that. Like, just imagine you're like this really shitty person, right?
Yeah.
But you're trying to convince yourself that you're a good person.
Yeah.
And you're just putting in, you know, all these things like, I sleep late, I drink a lot, you know, but life is hard. Let's see what AI says. I think it's easier for people to accept AI as a god because it gives them the answers that they want. But like, you know, I believe in God and stuff, but He doesn't give you the answers, you know. Like in real life, the answers aren't like just handed out to you like that.
It's in a chatbot.
Yeah, it's not a chatbot.
Hey, God is a chatbot. I'm just kidding. You get to heaven, it's like, please write your message here.
Exactly. It's like, oh, you got to pay for the premium too.
Yo, that could be a crazy skit, actually. You go to heaven, God is just like GPT 1000.
And it hands you a basket. I don't know if you've been in church, but like, you know, when they hand you a basket and you put like
money.
Donations.
Yeah.
You got to donate before
and then
you
they like embezzle it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. What would you donate?
To get an answer, to get the
that's
you've run out of credits.
That would be a good skit. So we can make that. It's almost like the tipping culture thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Except it's with church donations and it's in heaven too.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be kind of good.
Sorry, you run out of credits. You need to pay $20 too.
Yeah. You know what I would be interested in? Because we were talking about God, I started thinking about judgment.
Yeah.
Do you believe in Judgment Day?
Like the world just gonna end?
Oh, sorry. I meant like that. Like at the end of your life, you have a one-time judgment of everything you did, of like heaven or hell. Is that how it goes in the Bible? Sorry, I don't know. I heard it was called something like that, right?
I think
I'm uneducated in this matter, so
I don't know. Honestly, I don't read the Bible enough.
That's fair. But where I was going with it was that if somebody has a record, let's say your AI has a record of everything you do, because I feel like that's the direction we're going. It's like, oh, it's only useful if you give it access to everything.
Yeah.
I mean, OpenAI hired the person who built the iPhone, you know, Johnny Ive. I think it's Ive, yeah. And they're making a hardware product. A lot of people say it's going to be a necklace. that has a microphone and a camera, so that I could take everything in your life into context and put it in your AI. And so I'm just thinking, when is it going to get to the point, even for like applying to jobs, or they're like, oh yeah, just give us access to your AI. We'll decide everything from there.
That's some Black Mirror shit.
Yeah, right? It's almost like a social credit system type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, we don't even need you to report anything because we just need to be given these few permissions to like assess who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
And then that's it. We don't need to talk to you. That could be crazy. Like, imagine you apply to a job and it's like, would you like to quick apply with your OpenAI account?
Yeah.
And it's just, that'd be kind of crazy.
I feel like, yeah, some jobs would probably be like that, but I feel like that's too crazy. It's too, I think because people, it might not give people a chance to develop, because it's like, if you're always a good person, who knows, like, are you? Like, or if you're always a bad person, it's like, well, who's going to give you a chance to do something right? Because you're always like, you're a bad person, I don't want you.
Yeah, so you're saying if it's an automatic screening, then people who did something wrong or bad will never get a break. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's...
And it's like, are people actually being nice, or it's like they're being nice because they want to reach a certain social status?
Yeah. See, on the one hand, data-driven stuff to me is cool, because I'm like, I feel like it's an equalizer, like less nepotism. Let's assess the actual skills and what the person, their experience is. Yeah. But then on the other hand, I mean, it's like, it's also like Black Mirror. Like, having a social credit system, you've seen the episode where like if you treat someone well, it goes up? Yeah. Partly that's cool because you get down to the truth of like how people behave. Yeah. And it's not based on lies and like who their dad is. But then also, it's like a lot. You have to really trust the person who's like orchestrating the system. If they're just gonna have readily all that data on everyone. I feel like it's a double-edged. It's like the whole like, does it become a utopia or like a prison? Like the Matrix shit. Exactly. Like,
now everyone's like just being nice because like, no one can release their anger.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
No one can be like themselves because they're always like, I want my social.
If you're judged on every interaction, then you're just possibly fake all the time.
Yeah, and then they never have they never truly understand like all their emotions because they're suppressing all the negative score ones.
That's kind of interesting.
So everyone's like
Or is it just the model needs to be tweaked so that it could pick up on authenticity? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if it happens, like, I think there would have to be tweaks, but I don't want to think about crazy. That. That sounds kind of too crazy. No.
Yo, can I read you my 6-month update?
Oh wait, there's one more thing.
Oh yeah, dude, please.
Going back on the Judgment Day.
We still got like 10 minutes, 9 minutes.
Okay. Just on the Judgment Day thing.
Oh yeah, do that.
I think people judge themselves on how well they live their life right before they die. I think that's a real thing. So there is a certain Judgment Day, maybe, maybe it's not like a spiritual, like, God comes to you and it's like, you're going to hell or not, or you're going to heaven. But you're going to judge yourself of like, it's like, did I live a fulfilling life? Did I make the right choices? So you'll have your own, like, mentally in your head.
Yeah. I'm just trying to run a prompt at the end. I'm just kidding.
It's like, just tell me.
I'm just going to record my life for like 90 years and then I'm like, good or bad?
Yeah, just tell me now. It's like no Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Actually, before I do my update, there was one other thing I wrote down. I almost forgot. I wrote this note down from yesterday when we were talking. The through line from childhood to your mission now. So for me, I was watching Tony Robbins. He did an interview.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he wants to feed 1 billion people and connected that. And I think he said he was just finding so much meaning and fulfillment because it was connected to his struggles when he was young, like not having enough food and experiencing like people not making enough money and stuff. And so, that just made me think more about, I feel like we are always affected by what happened in our childhood. And it'd be interesting to like see if we could draw a line or just explore like what was our childhood like and how that affected now like what we're working on. Yeah.
No, I believe that.
Yeah. You go first.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah. I think how we love and how we accept love is definitely a reflection of how we were loved as a child.
How is it connected? Is it like whatever you were lacking, you try to make up for or something, or is it?
Yeah. I think in that way, yeah. Or people who lack love, like maybe they just feel like they never need it because they never had it growing up.
Yeah, so, like, oh, I got through that on my own, so I don't need anyone. Yeah,
exactly. I think I could talk about my own personal childhood and stuff, but I think that's a different.
That's fair.
Podcast.
Oh, my fault. I didn't mean to pressure you. You're like, I'm not talking about my childhood.
Yeah, a whole nother episode.
That's I get you. I mean, we got 6 minutes. So.
I want to like talk about your 6 month.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
That's for another episode too. No, I'm kidding. No. Okay, so wow. Wait, maybe we should do a quick crash course of the last 4 weeks. I feel like the last month of 2020, or sorry, the first month just ended of 2026.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we did so much, but we still have so much left to do.
Yeah, but it's been a good 4 weeks, dude. It's not even, I guess it's like about 4 weeks now. Feels great. I feel like we're moving so quick.
It's locked in.
Yeah. You ever do the highlights?
You can do it. You do it.
Okay, so for me, I'll do my 6 months and then I'll do the last 30 days, like highlights. Okay. So this is an email. We're launching our Elevate, my AI agency. We're launching our 5-week live bootcamp. So yeah, I know, I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming, but basically it's been a little over 6 months since I left corporate. Yeah, so this is the email I'm going to send to my newsletter. I have a newsletter growing to 1,100 subscribers. I don't know why I'm saying the metrics. I got a 53% open rate weekly.
Let's go.
Which I'm actually proud of. I'm like, wow, 500 people read what I had to say.
Yeah.
Many of them may have just opened it, looked at it, and deleted it immediately, but like, they opened it. All right, so before I want to do like 6 lessons from 6 months of working on the AI agency. So before I do that, I was like, you know what? Let me just give a life update to everyone on my newsletter. So that's what I'm going to read.
Beautiful.
6 months ago, I left my corporate career. I went to UCLA. I got my master's. I spent 5 years in corporate, which was amazing by conventional standards. This is a tangent. It's funny because when I was in undergrad, I remember my friend, I was an RA, so I was like in charge of a floor. And my friend who was pursuing law school, was like, how much money do you want to make? And I was like, I know, maybe like, I feel like 90,000, I'd be so happy, for the rest of my life. Yeah, that turned out to be way under than what I remember, because I was talking to him. He was like, I want to make $1 million a year. And at the time, like, I was in student loans debt. I had no job lined up. And I just thought this guy was crazy. Like, $1 million a year, okay. Yeah. My parents made like 5% of that because like this guy's like $1 million. So, but basically I was making way more money than I thought I would. It was at a good company. It's fully remote. And my colleagues were like good, smart, passionate people. I wasn't like dreading working with the people I worked. They had their own thing going on. Mm-hmm. But 2 shifts happened that made me realize I needed to move on to my next chapter. Well, the long story short is that I did get laid off, but I don't want to complicate the email and talk about that. Like, I got laid off, and then my boss was like, "There's a new team if you have funding," and I was like, "I'm gonna take my severance. I don't want to." Even apply for a job. That's too much for an email.
Yeah.
But good for the podcast. So now you know. There was some back and forth. I'll elaborate one day. But so I jumped into building the agency so fast that I wanted to take a beat today to reflect on what the first 6 months of being an entrepreneur has been like. Part of it was overlapped with the company, but ever since I like had the conviction and talked to my co-founder, we committed. It's been about 6 months. So I'm doing this 6-day series, 6 lessons for my first 6 months, and my life update is here. So the 2 shifts. Shift 1 was I got a clear vision for my life. When I was in grad school, I didn't understand how important the speed of development was. Now I think that the most important thing about school is really just preparing us to become lifelong learners. And being in corporate was very educational. I learned so much, like being in a new environment, like here, learn all this new technology. How do you drive a project to completion in an international company, over 10,000 employees? You know, it's a lot of new things.
Yeah.
Sometimes how I wanted to develop was aligned with what the business actually needed and what my team needed, but a lot of the times it wasn't. And I found myself increasingly just asking my manager, like, oh, can we do this? Can we do that? And it was just clear like it was not a priority and it wasn't gonna happen. So I slowly realized that I needed money to take a backseat if I wanted to prioritize my long-term development and get the skills and experiences I needed to get to my version of success. And I basically became clear that I did want to build something from the ground up. And I've always been entrepreneurial, but I didn't realize it until I looked back and connected the dots. It's crazy because all my creativity in music, I just, because, you know, I always made music and arranged stuff. I always viewed that as separate from my career. Mm-hmm. And then when I looked back at it, I'm like, that was kind of just me being entrepreneurial, but my outlet was music and art the whole time. Yeah. So yeah, like in high school, I started a brass quintet. I got everyone to perform at the school concert. I arranged the music. All the a cappella groups, I auditioned for 5 at UCLA. I'm still recovering from that. They all rejected me. So I started my own. When I was working in corporate, I started releasing music with indie artists. Mm-hmm. And then all of these pursuits, I just basically had a eureka moment where I feel like the through line was that I want these talented, passionate, good people to be able to build and live their dream life. And so, yeah, like I said, I feel like it's the same for like entrepreneurs in business as it is for like artists and creatives. I feel like I just always wanted the same thing for the people that I was helping. Oh, the alarm's going off. It's time to go. That's like a 1-minute warning. Okay. Long story short, just want everyone to thrive. The second shift, I'll do this in 30 seconds. ChatGPT came out. I adopted it early. My boss gave me something to do in 5 days. I did that in 30 minutes. I pitched the idea then to my co-founders and we started building Elevate, and it's been 6 months. We delivered results for businesses. We interviewed a bunch of like experts, and we're just building one thing at a time. Right now, I mean, I'm learning how to do email campaign funneling. We grew the short form to 15,000, I think. I'm switching to long form now, adding that in, and just a ton of stuff to learn, and it feels great, but it's a lot of information happening at once. Yeah. And I think that might be a time, but.
That's beautiful.
Did you want to do your update? Did you do it?
That's on the next episode.
Okay, the next episode.